Hey, and welcome back to Not Easy Being Geeky, the podcast where me, Rachel, the host, talks about nerdy shit. This episode's gonna be a little bit different than normal because it's the season one finale. So yeah, it's different. But uh, I I know for those of you that don't know what's going on, I'm sure this is kind of shocking. So I'm just gonna kind of fill you in on some stuff that's happened and uh just an update, I guess. Um, so about like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, I had made a post on my TikTok just kind of asking like if I stopped the podcast, I hate to say it like this, but would anybody care? Um, and the amount of support and concern I got was overwhelming. Um, I didn't realize how much people truly enjoyed it. And it was honestly just eye-opening and humbling at the same time. I got so many kind messages, comments, DMs, like just it was overwhelming the amount of support I got, and people were just genuinely concerned about if I was okay. Um, to which I have to reply, yes, I'm okay. Nothing like mental health wise is going on per se. It's just, unfortunately, scheduling wise, recently, it has not been so great. I'm sure you guys have noticed that recently podcast episodes haven't been as consistent, coming out either later or breaks in between. And it's just, we couldn't keep up with it recently, and I rely very heavily on my husband. He's wonderful and super supportive, and he has a lot to do with this podcast behind the scenes. If he's not in an episode, it's just, I mean, because it's my podcast, but I do love him being here and helping out with so much more than you guys even know. And it's just all I could think to do was to say thank you to you guys. Thank you so much for the support. I mean, it means the world to me that you guys are enjoying it, because when I started this podcast, I never expected it to get, I hate to say big. It's much more than I anticipated. And it's just crazy to me the amount of support I've gotten, and people that look forward to hearing it. I never expected to gain a huge following or anything like that. And I don't want to say I have a huge following. It's just way more than I would have thought for in such a short amount of time. So thank you. I mean, it's great. I'm glad you guys like the podcast. I had always wanted to do one, and this all was very unplanned. So hopefully in season 2, you guys will enjoy it even more because things will be planned out a little bit. They'll actually be planned. This was so like a non-planned, unexpected thing that just kind of happened. I mean, I never expected to, like, take it this far, I guess. I always wanted to do it, but I didn't think I'd have any kind of success with it, I guess is the way I can say it. So, it's just shocking. I mean, there's been a lot of little successes, and thank you guys so much because I it shocks me, man. I don't I hate to say that. It really does. There's been so many cool things, like, um, I hit over 100 listeners within like the first week. And that's crazy to me. Not to mention we hit number 2 in Ireland. That's crazy. So hi, Ireland. What? And Japan, we're doing pretty good there too. So it freaks me out that people are listening to me all over the world. I never would have expected that. I am just a 25-year-old chick that lives in Georgia, and it it blows my mind that so many of you guys like tune in and enjoy it, and it's so cool, man. I just I love doing this, and I'm always so excited to record, and I'm sure you guys can hear it. The passion I have for for nerdy things and with my rants. But it's just so fun doing this. I mean, literally I never the way this all started was I wanted to do it, and me and my husband were sitting eating lunch one day and we had nothing to do. And I said, "You want to just sit down and record?" And he was like, "Okay." And then the next then we filmed another episode, or we recorded another episode, and then the next week we made it live, and I would have never imagined it to get this far. So thank you guys so much, and I just wanted to touch on a couple little fun things, so, you know, I plan in the future to have more series. I've touched on this a little bit before in a previous episode called Brainstorming, and I started the Ghibli series. I'm still gonna continue that. You guys seem to really enjoy that. I'd like to do even more stuff with you, and so my plan in this little break of time, um, between this final season episode and season 2 is I want to stay in touch with you guys. So I have some cool ideas, and you guys just let me know what you would be down for. Like, I thought about doing like chill weekly live streams where we watch an anime together, or a movie, or you guys just watch me play Animal Crossing. Hell, I could visit you guys' islands. Maybe I'll give you guys my dream address so you guys can check out my island. It's Studio Ghibli inspired, which took a long ass time, not gonna lie. I I'm pretty proud of it though. It for what I can do in Animal Crossing. It's not completely finished, but we're getting there. I've only been playing for like 2 months, so uh yeah, but yeah, if you guys would like that, let me know, cuz I got some cool ideas for that. Um And so, if you guys, I put a poll out there on Instagram if you guys wanted to see more cosplay content, and an overwhelming amount of you said yes. There was not a single no. So I was quite shocked about that. Hi, my cosplay community. Uh, I'm really shocked because you guys have also been super welcoming, and I've only been doing that for about as long as I've been doing my podcast. And it's something I've wanted to do for years. And I mean, unfortunately, with the pandemic, I could not go to any cons or anything like I had originally planned, but it finally, I think, pushed me to get into it because I had no excuse. I had all the time in the world. So it literally gave me no reason to not get into it. But you guys were super interested in that, and if you are still interested in that, most of my cosplay content is on TikTok. I do post daily on there. But if you guys want, maybe I could start doing like some photo shoots or something. I don't know. Um, or maybe I could do like live streams on my Patreon. Um, to where like I'm working on my cosplays, or like behind the scenes of my TikToks. I don't know. Maybe you guys would be interested in that. But yeah. I'm super excited. Oh, or maybe like a pop tour. I'll give you guys like a little behind the scenes of my pops, which ones are my favorites, which new ones I got, how many I have pre-ordered, which is a problem. But I have an addiction to them. I'm sorry. But yeah. Um I got a lot of fun stuff planned for the future, and I want to take about a 6 to 8 week break. This is not permanent. This is temporary. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. So not a guaranteed date yet as to when we'll be coming back. We gotta just kind of see what date works best for us. But make sure you guys are following us on all of our social media, so that way you guys can keep up to date with when we do come back. And if you want to stay in touch with me and if you enjoy, my podcast, I'm sure you'd enjoy my TikTok. Like I said, I am pretty active on there. Um, I'm pretty stupid on there, honestly. I just honestly, I've been gaining a following there really quickly too recently, and I'm freaking out. I just hit 100K likes. That blew my freaking mind. Uh, I had recently hit 1,000 followers. Then not even a week later, I hit um 1,400 followers, and then recently I just hit 1,600 followers within a span of like 2 weeks. It's blew my mind. I don't know why you guys are liking me so much. Um, but yeah, just thank you guys so much for the support, and it means the world to me. And I hope you guys like season 2 because I got some cool stuff planned. And don't you worry, I already am prepared to watch Legend of Korra. I am aware that it has hit Netflix as of yesterday. So I will be binging that, and maybe that'll be the first episode back. Who knows? Um, give you guys my thoughts, compare the two. Who knows? I don't know if you guys would be down for that. But I do have cool ideas. Um, And if there's anything you guys would particularly like, um, let me know, what, you guys would be down for, and I guess I'll compile up the most, like, talked about thing, I guess, the most requested, and, maybe I'll do the first episode on that. But, yeah, it's just crazy to me that you guys have been so supportive. Like I said, I never would have imagined it to get this far, and it means the world to me that you guys I mean, the amount of concern I got was people just wanting to make sure I was okay. They said that, if I did quit the podcast, that they would miss me, but they just want me to be okay and happy, and that's just, like, so kind. I don't think I've ever, except for, like, one time, gotten, like, a hate comment per se. And I wouldn't necessarily say it was a hate comment. I think it was just ignorance because I'm just gonna say it. It was the episode where I talked about my experience as a woman being, working at a certain gaming store, which again will not say. And talk about how I used to get like gate kept and there was a lot of, just bad shit, but like people undermining me, sexualizing me in some kind of way, ogling at me, whatever it was, shit that made me feel uncomfortable and also minuscule in a way, which was the purpose of it. And I was talking about this and this guy comments under my teaser video saying, "I don't think that happens. There's so many women that are so accepted now in whatever community we are, the nerd community." I said, "Well, fortunately, it does still happen because, like I just said, it happened to me." So, like I said, I don't think I wouldn't classify that as like a hate comment. I think they just were ignorant on the subject matter because they were a man. So they can't really speak on that kind of stuff. But yeah, I've never had any bad feedback per se. I mean, you guys have just been super supportive and it's amazing. So thank you guys so much. I hope you guys are excited to hear that there's a season 2 and it's going to be better. That's all we can hope for is that it's just going to get better from here cuz this was a whole lot of unplanned shit. It's, I tried my best to plan out episodes. That's the most planned thing that we had probably. I mean, everything else was very like put together last second. So I'm hoping in the future, we can just continue to grow and improve. And that's, you guys help with that, which thank you to our Patreon supporters. I mean, seriously, we haven't hit our goal yet, but that's okay. Um, we're still trying to get better soundproofing, guys. I'm so sorry. It's just, like I said, I mean, we live in a 100-year-old building. It's brick walls. We rent the place, so we can't really do anything permanent soundproof wise. There's very little we can do. So for a while, it's just going to be a shit ton of blankets and pillows everywhere. And so far, we've gotten pretty good audio out of that. But it is a bitch to edit. So just thank you guys so much. I hope you guys have enjoyed season 1. Thank you guys again for your support. It means the world to me. And as always, it's not easy being geeky. Hey guys, thank you for your continued support. You can check us out on all of our socials, including our website, noteasybeingeeky.com, and our Patreon. We just made a new Patreon. You can support us even further. You'll also get exclusive content, early access to episodes, and now our after show. Yes, we have an after show. It's awesome. Go check it out. And thank you again for your continued support. Every little bit helps.